LeBron James stunted courtside in his signature Mille. There are few bigger flexes than rocking a $400,000 watch you helped design yourself. LeBron James has long boasted one of the most coveted signature shoe lines on the planet. Now, thanks to Mille, he's got one of the most coveted signature watches to match. Back in June, the Swiss watchmaker announced a 150-piece limited edition of the RM65-01 designed in concert with James. Loaded with Lakers-approved yellow and purple and decorated with a riot of bright greens and pinks, it even features his signature on the transparent sapphire caseback. At roughly $400,000, this isn't exactly a piece one can replace easily, but that hasn't stopped James from rocking it courtside, as he did this past week during a preseason game between his Los Angeles Lakers and the Golden State Warriors. Looking cheerful in a Dodgers hat and t-shirt, he wore the 65-01 on its black rubber textile strap. If you missed it the first time around, it's worth noting the specs on this truly advanced timepiece. Machined from black carbon TPT and yellow quartz TPT, the RM6501 self-winding split-seconds chronograph LeBron James boasts the brand's RMAC4 caliber, a skeletonized movement offering a split-seconds chronograph, a 5 Hz beat rate, a variable geometry rotor, and a 60-hour power reserve. For the non-nerds, that means it can measure 2 discrete events simultaneously. It ticks at a fast clip for better accuracy. It can be fine-adjusted for different working conditions to suit the wearer. And it will keep on ticking for over 2 days, even when taken off the wrist and set down. Of course, much of this micro-mechanical wizardry will likely go unnoticed by folks who simply love the way this watch looks or who associate the brand with some of the world's best athletes, including James, Charles Leclerc, and Rafael Nadal. The futuristic aesthetics alone, skeletonized movement, bright colors, case material that looks like it was mined from a chunk of space rock, but is actually a mix of highly advanced synthetic materials, are distinctly compelling, and there's no escaping the rhyme's place within the larger horological or athletic zeitgeist. Check out a few snaps of top athletes seated courtside or pop open a car magazine at the newsstand, and these watches are likely to be staring back at you. You may not have a chance to design your own signature timepiece with one of the world's top watchmakers, nor may you have the opportunity to snap one up yourself. All 150 units of LBG's signature RM were likely allocated before news of their release ever hit the internet. But like us, you can admire this collab from afar whenever King James breaks it out on the court. Alternatively, you can spring for one of the numerous other colorful versions currently available, provided you've got a few $100,000 burning a hole in your pocket. Warfare star Joseph Quinn attended a gala event for the Clooney Foundation for Justice in a hand-wound Tank Lewis Cartier medium model in 18-karat yellow gold. Equipped with an all-black dial as opposed to the collection's signature white Roman numeral version, it melds the aesthetics of the high-end Tank Lewis Cartier line with the playful colored dials of the more approachable Tank Must family. Fellas, take note. If you're gonna rock a tuxedo with an open shirt and no bow tie, this is the watch to do it in. Appearing at the London Film Festival to promote Wake Up Dead Man, a nice-out mystery, Daniel Craig strapped on the Seamaster Aquaterra 150M coaxial master chronometer 41mm in Setna gold. A fetching precious metal riff on the typically pared-back Aquaterra, itself a dressier take on the Seamaster dive watch that does away with the rotating bezel and several other sporty features. It features a blindingly white teak pattern dial with applied 18-karat Setna gold indices and hands. Paired to a matching Setna gold bracelet, this is a watch that is neither subtle nor lightweight, but that's no biggie. The point here is striking looks and accurate timekeeping, both of which it achieves to spectacular effect. At the LA premiere of Frankenstein, Jacob Elordi looked typically dashing in custom-ox-led Bottega Veneta. The watch nerds were likely paying more attention to his Panther de Cartier, however. One of the brand's small executions, it features 18-karat yellow gold and steel construction throughout its signature square-ish case and matching multi-link bracelet, plus a white Roman numeral dial with a railroad minute track and a blued steel handset, a favorite of the 1980s jet set. The Panther has returned recently to capture horological sartorial mindshare among a new generation of fashionistas. Just when you thought that Cartier had sponsored the entire month of October, we have a serious left turn to report. Witness one Timothy Chalamet, longtime Cartier devotee, rocking not a diminutive Panther or a teensy taint, but rather a brand new platinum Urban Jurgensen UJ2. Launched earlier this year at a grand fete in Los Angeles, the UJ2, along with sister models UG1 and UG3, was the opening salvo in the highly anticipated rebirth of a quarter-millennium-old Danish brand under the leadership of legendary watchmaker Kari Voutilainen. Beautiful, complicated, and expensive, it's a fitting watch for a man whose performance in Josh Safdie's upcoming Marty's Supreme is rumored to be Oscar-worthy.